Hayden was 5 years old. We lived up in Beaver County, that's in Pennsylvania. He played for what was called the Chippewa Indians, and he started playing football as a 5-year-old little torpy.
Played in like the Torpy League, and basically I had no idea as to what I was doing. I didn't know what football really was. After three or some years of playing football, we stopped, and then we eventually ended up moving down to Florida. I didn't play for a couple years.
In 8th grade, the middle school coach, Gennard Hudson, he was always talking to Hayden, trying to get him to come out for the team, because, I mean, he was, at that time, 8th grade, he was probably about 6'2", so he was a lot bigger than the rest of the kids, and Coach Hudson, all the time was on him, trying to get him to come out for the team, and he was finally able to talk him into it. So in 8th grade, he was back in pads again and playing football, and I mean, he's where he's at today because of what Gennard did.
I eventually joined the football team. Even the coaches they seen a lot of potential in me, what I could be one day. Still learning a lot. I didn't have much play time then, but I still got in there and I did what I could. I didn't know what to do, but I still did what I could.
Yeah, he was, at first, I think he was doing it more or less because we wanted him to, but, after what, Coach Hudson did for him and getting him back out there and him realizing, what his potential could be, I think things started clicking a little bit, but not quite. I don't believe it really set in to his mindset of what he was capable of till probably last year.
My junior year hit, the first game I had, it was a little rough, but I eventually got through it and see what I need to work on. And eventually, by the second game we had, I was a lot better. I was getting on my blocks better. I was blowing people back. I was staying on my blocks. I was driving people back. I was using all my footwork, and throughout that whole season, it was really just clicking for me. It was I had a lot of explosiveness. We went 7-2 throughout that whole season. Very proud of myself after that. I seen a lot of potential that I had, so I started going to football camps, more football camps. I also found my parents had also got in contact with a football trainer.
Yeah. Hayden's gotten a lot better from his junior year to his senior year. He really has. I know he's been working, off campus, quote unquote, without us, with a ex-NFL lineman, and it really has helped. He's gotten a lot stronger in the weight room. So if he does latch on to you, he can really move you. But his feet got a lot better, and he's a workhorse.
Keon, who is, he's family to us. He works with Hayden, like, as far as showing him how and what's gonna, how the stages go, because he's been there, done that, and he's just, he's always around us. And he worked with Hayden doing drills. Keon started working with him doing footwork and ladder drills, and just kind of showing him the ropes of what he was gonna be expected to do coming up into playing high school ball. So he's got a lot of people around him that have helped him and kind of know the ropes of what he might be faced with. So
Yeah, they're rooting for him. They care about him. Makes a mom feel good.
A guy named Marcus Applefield. He's a former NFL Ravens player. He basically changed my whole work ethic. I eventually met a guy named BJ Hall there the one day, and there was a quarterback house bus tour I eventually went on. It was to a bunch of different colleges. We went on college visits and college camps. We went down to a camp in Weber University. It's called Down and Dirty Football Camp, and basically we went as a team. We went in there, and basically we won the whole event. The thing that really clicked for me was that I basically I beat one of the best guys that was doing the board drills with us. I completely blew him back and almost won the event. At that point, I had talked, like, a couple coaches were coming up to me and everything. We're talking, like, send me your film.
I think that he was starting to realize his potential even before Marcus entered into the picture. He was doing a lot in the weight room. He is pretty close with Coach Griff. He started out only benching, I think, in the 170. But he ended up qualifying for the state championships this past year, and his personal best, I think, was 355. But anyways, I mean, he just puts in the work and the effort to get bigger, to get stronger.
Weightlifting was a part of football. There was an opportunity to join a weightlifting team, so I took the opportunity to my advantage. I came into the weight room only benching, small amounts like 170. I was, get stronger on the field. I took weightlifting as, basically a challenge for me to, just set new goals with myself. I eventually started putting up more weight. I got stronger throughout my junior season. Every day, putting in the work. I called Coach Griff up. It was like, hey, Coach, I didn't think I was going to be on here, but I'm on here. And he checked too. And he was like, well, meet me in Port St. Joe on so-and-so date. And we went there, and we went to the States, eventually put up 355 on bench, and ended up doing a 255 clean and jerk. I was still super proud of myself for even accomplishing States.
Yeah, Hayden, I want to say he clean and pressed 275, maybe 285. That's a lot of weight. It's a very explosive lift, and a lot of times explosive lifts translate better to any game, not just football, than static lifts. Static lifts are your deadlifts and your bench press, but an explosive lift where you got to really move the weight, it transfers well. So I know he was part of the district champion weightlifting team with Coach Griff, along with Jordan, along with Sternberger.
This senior year, I have really high hopes for my football team. I really want to lead them to lots of great victories, especially my fellow seniors. We have a special bond, I think. We do a lot together. I hang out with them out of school, in school, on the field. It's a very special bond. I think we have a very special talent.
Yeah, Hayden has gotten a little bit more vocal this year. Because you got two kind of leaders, positive leaders. You got performance leaders and you got vocal leaders. You got guys that lead by example, that are always there, always on time, always do what they're supposed to do, don't say much. And you got guys that do that, but they also are vocal leaders. And he's stepped up this year, at least, vocally.
This is kind of like, what we've been thinking about and hoping and praying that, this all works out for him because he wants it.
But he likes to play football. He likes to practice football. And usually those are your better players when they like to play, whether the lights are on, whether the scoreboard is on or not. If there's a ball out there and there's a coach, he likes to play football. So I'm looking for big things for him this year.
I think the senior season is going to be really something special. I can't thank the coaches enough for what they've done to us and getting us ready for this, and I know they're going to guide us through this senior season. I'm just going to leave it all on the field this year, and I'm looking forward to a great future.